Alright you guys, welcome back to another video. Today is another reading vlog, and yeah, I just realized I don't have the book on me, so I'll be right back. Okay, this time I did remember to do the intro before I started reading, so that helps a little bit. And we are reading Iceberg by Jennifer A. Nielsen. It's good that I heard from my friend, so yeah, and then I'll just time-lapse me reading it, and then let's get on into the reading. Okay, so I've kind of gotten ready because I'm going to go to the fair later, and then I've kind of read for a little bit, but I think I've decided to go, to the backyard. I mean, it's a beautiful day out again because it's summer and it's great, so I think that's what my plan will be. Alright, before I start the time lapse, we're going to do a brisk break. I kind of do because I like the sound. Alright. And let's get on into the time lapse. Okay, so I had to take a little break to water the garden and run the mop, start the mop. It's an automatic, it's a robot, it's really cool. But yeah, I've gotten a good chunk of the book so far. Thinking about it, orange is where I am, blue is where I'm not. I'm pretty happy with how I've done so far. I think this might be another one-day read, which will be nice. I did that with the Dead Girls of Hysteria Hall 2. That was also a one-day read. And it worked out pretty good, but I have gotten a few other books. I have Fourth Wing coming on right now, I also got the Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That one's good. I feel like those ones might be a 2 to 3 day books, but I'm pretty happy with my book progress so far. It was a slow start. It was a really slow start, but it's slowly picking up pace, and I didn't want to put it down when my mom asked me to do chores, but she's paying me money, and I use that to get books, so I just had to do it. So, let's get back into reading. Let's get back into reading. A midway pause, but I'm just gonna apologize. I've been pausing a lot during this video, but that's because I've had helping around doing chores in the house, and my mom says once we finish all of the chores we'll be able to go to the library, which is good because I have a few books on hold there and I really want to get those because I'm going to a 5-day stay away camp and I want to be able to have those so me and my friend can read them together while we're there. And I'm really hoping some of the books that she has, because she ordered them online, and I'm really hoping that they arrive before then. But so there's been a lot of pauses, and then I'm looking at this book, but when I started vlogging the Girls of Hysteria Hall book, I was already halfway done with it, so this one's probably gonna be longer than that one, hopefully. Also, there's more of these intro cut things, but yeah, let's get back into reading. With how I've done with this book so far. I started on page 25, which is chapter 5. It's pretty ironic. 5, well, I don't think the chapters were 5 per page. and right now I'm on 150, so I'm happy with the indent I've made today. I might stop it. We're gonna go to the fair in a little bit. We're gonna head to the library. Might get a few books there. Have to bring a few money. And yeah, I might vlog at the library. I feel like that would be fun, but then also I'm not a public person vlogger. So I might just take photos. Day 2 of reading Iceberg. I totally thought it was gonna be a one-day read. It was not, because I had to go to the fair. We left at about 4 and we got back at like 11, so I was too tired to do like the I read this today. So basically what it is the orange marker is where I currently am and the blue marker is where I started. I read 125 pages right now and it's getting really good. Basically this girl, I'm only gonna, not like first chapter, I'm gonna just do like first chapter kind of retakes. She basically sneaks onto the Titanic, so she's a stowaway. And she meets this guy, his name is Charlie, and he like shows her everything, takes her up to first class, which was the thing, because it was the first day. I mean, third class passengers can get quote unquote lost and they won't get in trouble, but on the second day they will. And he basically helps her find a cabin and all of that stuff. And then it's basically like she wants to be a journalist, so she's writing in a journal, and then she finds out some like scandal that's happening on the boat, and I won't want to spoil the rest. It's really good so far, and I'm kind of time-lapsing the reading. So to you guys, it looks like maybe like 20 seconds or something, but to me, that's probably about like 30 minutes. So I'm going to probably stopwatch my time. So then you can see like, oh, it was like this 30 seconds long, but it was really this long. So then you guys can kind of like get a feel of how much it's taking me to read. And I'm really happy. We ended on page 150, so that was like really cool. Then let's get on into reading. Okay, so I've kind of gone outside to where I was yesterday, and I'm excited. My friend's gonna come over. We're gonna read a little bit. We're gonna go to, I have a swim meet thing, because it's the end of the season, and read. And I gotta get the stopwatch going, but let's just read. Okay. Oh, that was way better than last time. Alright, I'm happy. The book has just like totally like big plot twist. Like the character thought one thing, but it was the complete opposite. So that is crazy. I haven't read as much as that yesterday. I have to put the groceries away. But then, yeah, I've read for almost 9 minutes so far today. Me and my friend are doing a challenge where we have to swap what our screen time was for how much we read. So me and her have to read like 5 hours, but that was because I was editing. So yeah, this kind of helps the whole thought. Okay, so I've kind of moved back outside. I have my computer here, which is going to stopwatch the stuff. I did listen to a little bit of an audiobook, so it's going to be it's at 40 minutes right now because I was listening to that. But yeah, we got the book. I did take a little bit of a break, but I just want to read a lot today, and my friend's going to be coming over in about 45 minutes. So if I could read until she gets here, I feel like that would be a good idea, because we're going to watch a movie that I read the book Between Shades of Grey, and now we're going to watch the movie when she comes. So I'm excited for that, but I'm probably going to read up to that point. So time lapse. gosh, guys, I don't even know where to start with Iceberg. Iceberg, okay, you can kind of see it at the end. I was like, really happy at the end. It was such a good book. Again, this is how much I did. I am so shocked. I read for 45 an hour. I read for a total hour, and I finished this. It was so good. Once the ship starts sinking, and that's kind of not a spoiler because we all know like Titanic and the plot, but if you like Titanic, like you like knowing about the Titanic and stuff, it is a very good book. Would recommend to literally anyone. No spice. There's no romance in this, although there's some maybe like there's some that you can lead to, like kind of like if you want to do like it like leads up to romance, but there is no romance in it because there's the main character Hazel, and then there's the guy named Charlie, and they're friends for now, but I mean they could be. He calls her pretty a few times, so I mean that's the furthest it goes. But it was so good, and once the sink shark starts sinking, like the author just like really dedicates it to like all of those men who decided to stay on the Titanic and help people get off of it. Like people who were, I mean, someone literally dropped her into a lifeboat. I mean, like people chose, instead of panicking, and like some people chose, I'm gonna die, I gotta help people. And that's kind of what the ending is like dedicated to. But it was so good. Would recommend. This is a good 4.5, which is really close to 7. It might be 7 if I think about it tomorrow. Or it might be a 5-star if